Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors Dynasty. That is right, we are in year number 2 and we are getting things started. We are 1-1 currently on the season. Last episode didn't go my way. Let's put it lightly. It didn't go my way. We had our second game against what will eventually go down as maybe my biggest rival, and it's not the school you're thinking of or may ever think of. It is Sam Houston. Sam Houston State, actually, I think is what they're called. But all I know them as is the Destroyer. The Destroyer of Worlds, the Eater of my world. They beat us again. And it's not even like they're beating us on last-second field goals or they beat us by a touchdown. They're systematically destroying us every single time we play them. We played them 2 times. We've had 2 years of Dynasty so far. Well, we've had 1 year and now we're into year 2. We've played them twice. They've blown us out both times. And that's not like an anomaly. Or that is an anomaly. Because we're not getting blown out by really any other team of or around their level. So I don't know what the problem is with Sam Houston, why we can't handle them, why we play so poorly against them. Maybe it's like a psychological thing for me. Maybe like I know that we have to play them and we have to beat them. That's kind of the mindset I had going into last episode, and we just could not do it. We didn't have a defense, we didn't have an offense, we didn't have anything. So, and then we were at home too. So we lose to Sam Houston, we get embarrassed. That hurts our chances to potentially get ranked down the line. And now we have to play Stanford. Now, Stanford's not an amazing team. They already started the season 0-1 so far here in year number 2. But they are a big-time name-brand school. They could give us some problems. I hope that they don't, for my sanity's sake. But they could very well give us some problems. And maybe the biggest issue that we have going into year number 2 is the fact that we don't have a solid, established quarterback. We went through 3 different quarterbacks against Sam Houston, and none of them looked that good. There was flashes from each, but there was no consistency from anyone. So what do we do at quarterback this season? I guess we just have to ride the hot hand until we can find either a recruit or a transfer portal guy, hopefully, that can save our problems, because this team is decent. This team is, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this team could sneak into the playoffs. This team could, it's like that level of talent we have on the team, but we don't have the guy under center who I believe, at least right now, maybe in the future that changes, maybe somebody separates themselves and takes that next step. But as of right now, I don't feel confident in any of the 3 guys that we have. We have the transfer from James Madison, Alonzo Barnett. We have Mike Alejado, who was a freshman last year. And then we have Sagapolatelli, who was a veteran last year, who didn't get any playtime, and now steps in, and he's fine, but I don't know. So we got to go into this episode and see what happens. If you go and enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go see what happens with the quarterback position. So here we are, week number 3. We're taking on Stanford at home. We'll get into that in a second. But if we go over here to the depth chart, we can take a look at the quarterback situation as it stands right now. I have Alonzo Barnett starting. He started the game against Sam Houston. We took him out. We benched him for Alejado. Then we benched Alejado very quickly for Sagapolatelli. So do we stick with Barnett? I don't know. And none of the redshirt guys that we have here are really any better. I mean, each of them have their specific skills that they do okay, but none of them are at the quality of what we have with our 3 options right now. So we're just going to keep those guys redshirted. There's no reason to waste their red shirts. So we just have to choose. I mean, it's not like we don't have options. We can choose between all 3 of these guys. It's just I don't know who we choose, because none of them are amazing in each category. Like they're very one-dimensional. None of them are spectacular in everything. So basically, Barnett is not fast, but he's got decent accuracies. At least he's got decent short accuracy, so he can throw checkdowns. Then you've got Mike Alejado, who is really good scrambling, but he's okay short accuracy, medium's fine, but then he starts to get thrown deep because he doesn't have great throw power. He doesn't have a big arm. He's just a kind of a scrambler guy. And then you've got Sagapolatelli, who's kind of slow, just like Barnett. He's got really good arm, but his accuracies, medium deeper, are good, but he can't escape the pocket, which is a kind of the thing that I like to use when I'm playing as a quarterback. I like to be able to move around the pocket because I get scared in the pocket. I like to scramble. Maybe that's a bad thing on my part. I understand that, but I like to have a quarterback that's mobile, which is why Mike Alejado seems to be the fit. But I need to have a guy that's accurate enough to throw the football, and down the field he can't do that, especially when we have Matthias Felix, who is a stud, and we need to be able to get the ball to him. So that's why I'm kind of thinking between Sagapolatelli and Barnett. I think I'm going to stick with Barnett for right now. It could be Sagapolatelli very easily in this game against Stanford, but as of right now, Barnett will get the starting job. We beat Arizona on the road, huge upset in the first game of the season. Wild game. Went into their place, beat a ranked team. Then we go and we embarrass ourselves against Sam Houston. Now we have Stanford, then a bye, then Temple. The rest of the schedule should be wins on paper. How that's going to go actually when we get into the games, I guess we're just going to find out, because we do take on Stanford right now, and I didn't want to go into this just yet because I want to talk about recruiting for a second. We always do recruiting at the end of the episode for the next week. So if you want to stick around and see recruiting, that is where you'll find it. We did get our first recruit of the season, Matthew Bliss, and the reason he's significant is because he's 6'2" and he's got 97 speed. So pairing him alongside Matthias Felix, who I'm pretty sure has like 96 speed, that is a 1-2 punch that you cannot buy. That is crazy. That is amazing. Having him's fantastic. We're going after a big-time 4-star in Cole Falk. We're also going after a bunch of other decent 3-stars. We've got a hand in a lot of different players, and I think we could come away with a pretty solid class if we are diligent in getting these guys committed early, because that's the big key. If we can get these guys committed early, like a Leo Van Dyke, who's a 5-star scrambling quarterback, if we can get these guys, that's 65 free points that we can bring back and put on somebody else to make this team better. So it's a lot of just waiting game, basically, trying to get some of these guys committed early so we can recoup those hours and put them on other guys to, in turn, make the team very, very good. I wonder if Stanford's got their black uniform. They do. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Stanford's totally rocking the black uniform against us. But we need to make sure that we're also not rocking the black uniform. So we are going to wear... Did they bring any new uniforms out? Hawai'i needs to get new uniforms in real life so they can add uniforms into the game for us. But we're obviously going to rock the aways. Usually we wear these on the road, but I want to see the Stanford. This is the first time I've ever played Stanford, so I want to see them wear their black uniforms. Although, do they have any other ones? They're gonna wear the black, but ooh, that uniform is synonymous with like Andrew Luck and Christian McCaffrey for me for some reason. Probably just because that's the highlights that I've seen them. That's the jerseys they were wearing when I saw those highlights. That's a decent helmet. I like that. Okay, so they don't have anything crazy, but I do want them to wear... I want them to wear the blacks because they're coming to Hawaii. They're the enemy. So I want them to wear the all-black uniforms, kind of build that vibe. So let's get going. I'm wearing the white ones, right? I definitely don't want to have a color clash because that should be pretty hard to see. So it is Stanford versus Hawaii. We really need a bounce back. Okay, here we go. On paper, Stanford is a little bit higher overall than us. They're like an 83 or something. We're only like an 80. But they started the season 0-1. I don't know who they played. I didn't take a look at their schedule, but we went on the road and beat Arizona. That team is still here somewhere. Just because we lost to Sam Houston doesn't mean that we just completely lose our identity. We can still go back to it. We can get to the run game. That's one of the things we didn't really do very well against Sam Houston, probably because they stopped it so well. But we got to use the run game with our great running backs in Landon Sims and Cam Barfield. And then we got to just get the ball to Matthias Felix or whoever it may be. It doesn't always have to be Felix. He's just one of the best guys because he's so fast. But if we can just get the ball to our playmakers, then it's simple. We win the game. That's how it works. But it's just got to have to go down that way. And I bring a blitz early. It doesn't work. They get a nice run, wide open hole, and first down conversion for Irvin and the Cardinals. Oh, not starting good. They're doing a good drive so far. Come on, defense. We were really, really good against the run last season, and it was mainly because of Deion Washington. So I'm hoping that he can have a good season again, and especially a good game where he gets and stuffs the run a lot, because he was a menace in the run game last year. Ooh, that's a great block. Tate can't bring him down. Another broken tackle. It's 3rd and 4. Johnson, I think it's Evan Johnson. He brought him down. We got to fill the lanes because they are running the football heavily. I don't think he's thrown the ball so far. Oh, now it is play action, and that's an interception. It's got to be an interception. He threw it right to Tate, but Tate drops it. It's okay. They got a guy named Tiger Bachmeyer. That's a crazy name. I wish that Tate would have picked that off, but a punt is still a turnover, and we get the ball to 15. That's a good punt. All right, so the offense, or the defense held their job. They held strong. They contained the run game for the most part and forced a punt, but now the offense has to go into overdrive and absolutely just dominate. When we're at our strongest, we are running the football very consistently for like 5-6 yards, and then we're taking the easy passes that the defense gives us because they're so committed to the run game. That's when we're at our best. That's when we are winning games, and that's one of the reasons why we were in the conference championship game last year, because we were following that system, following that game plan. If we can get back to that, we can win a bunch of games again this year. And I think we can do that with Landon Sims, as long as Landon Sims doesn't get hurt. That wear and tear really gets to Landon Sims. He's been struggling with that his whole career so far. That wear and tear definitely gets to him. I'm going to go quickly to Barfield, but it's a little bit off target. He does bring it down for a decent gain, but Barnett didn't really have the accuracy I needed on that one. 3rd and 3. I'm surprised Barfield was able to even stay in bounds on that. And that is Landon Sims able to... Took a big hit there. I'm surprised he didn't fumble, honestly. But he does get the first down conversion. And we are going to try to push this ball even further down the field. I really want to just take a shot to Matthias Felix, but that's my my inner bad thoughts, intrusive thoughts winning the moment right there. I don't want them to win. I don't want to just take a deep shot for the sake of taking a deep shot. It's got to matter. Cam Barfield, first carry of the game. Actually, it might be the first carry of the oh, no, I was going to say first carry of the season, but he's gotten 3 already in the other games. I couldn't remember if he must have got him in the Arizona game, because I don't remember him in the Sam Houston game. But he might have. 2nd down and 7 from the 39. They're pressing up. Perry's got a chance here. I don't want to change Ashlock because that safety's shading over. Perry didn't win. I got sacked. Yep. I was looking at Perry the whole way. He got beat the entire time. It was never a right opportunity to throw that ball. I would have just either got an incompletion or a pick. I'm trying to play smart here, so... And Barnett obviously is not fast enough. I don't really know where I go with this football. I guess I just got to get it away, and it's going to be incomplete to Felix. 4th and 17. The drive really stalled out right there. That's tough. Can I punt this fairly well? I don't know. I'm going to try to get it to the sideline. Ooh, that might have been pretty bad, actually. Yeah, that was a bad one. I tried to get a little cute with the punt. Didn't work. Guess I should have angled it more towards the end zone. They started the 29-yard line. Another handoff. They are really heavy into the run game. Really heavy into the run game. 2nd down and 6. The only time they passed it, they almost threw a pick, so maybe that's good for us. Another handoff. Good tack. Oh, actually. Ooh, okay. I thought he was going to escape that for a second. Not as good of a tackle as I may have wanted that to be. Does this mean a pass, or is this going to be a run again? I'm going to bring a linebacker blitz here. Try to get up the field. Tate can't get in the backfield. He's going to get a first down out of it. Oh, Tate was going to get in the backfield too, but he got blocked last second. It was a good pickup. A good blitz pickup by the Stanford Cardinals. Oh, Tate was going to get there too. It's another handoff, but we blow it up. No, we don't. He stays on his feet. I thought we blew it up in the backfield. He was able to shut off the tackler and get a couple yards that he certainly should not have had. And it's another run. Stanford is heavy on the run. Man, this is crazy. They haven't even gotten any yards yet. They've only thrown that one pass, which was almost an interception. 3rd and 8. This has got to be a pass. This is way too deep to run, and it is going to be a pass. What's he going to do here? He's going to check it down kind of in the flat, and I miss all the tackles. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. How do I miss all those tackles? It's got to be a depth perception thing. There's no way I should have missed that tackle. I was literally running right at him, and then I just dived completely next to him. What am I doing? Oh, Smith's got to blow that up, and he does. Deion Washington picks up an injury, though. Jalen Smith with a nice tackle for loss there. Setting up 2nd and 13, but we lose our best run stuff for Deion Washington. Hopefully he's not hurt for too long, but that is a nice pickup there. 3rd and 14. Good job from the interior to make it 3rd and 14 there. We need a nice stuff. And that's going to be a sack. Yes, it is. I didn't want to user him because I didn't want to miss it. Evan Johnson, we decided to make the decision. Bruce Sternum. Oh, that's a concussion. Oh, no. That's EA Sports code for concussion. Oh, that's not good. Deion Washington's out for the game. I didn't want to switch on to Evan Johnson there in fear of missing that sack because I probably would have. But we made the decision earlier in the season, maybe the first game of the season, I can't remember exactly, but we made the decision to put him as the sub linebacker to get him on the field more, and he pays off there, getting a nice sack on the quarterback, getting the ball back to us. Nice 3-yard carry for Landon Sims, and this is the play that was the money play for Stephen McBride last year. Is it going to be the money play for Ashlock this year? It's out of reach from Alonzo Barnett. Oh, Alonzo, we transferred you in, and you got to make that throw. I mean, that's just a simple throw you got to make. We can't have you as the starting quarterback if you can't make that simple throw. I got to hit Felix here. It's going to be a little bit behind him, but Felix is able to catch it for a 1st down. Good job, Matthias. That's why we brought you in. He's probably our most highly touted recruit that we had last year. And probably up to this point, obviously, since we've only had 1 season. There's a nice little Ashlock catch. A similar route to what he just ran with the... I'm going to call that the Steve McBride route. Because that's the only route that he ever ran, really. At least it was his most effective route. Oh, you got to hold that block for a second longer. At least let me get through the gap first before you let it go. Come on. All right, I'm going to call it again. That middle linebacker does stay in the middle of the field more than I wish he would. Although he didn't this time, and maybe that was for the best because 3rd and 2, Ashlock's able to hold on, and I think that's the end of the 1st quarter here. A little bit of a sloppy one. We are in the rain. Defense is taking over here. Landon Sims got 33 yards on 8 carries, but this Cedric Irvin dude, 10 carries, 31 yards. He's battling with Landon Sims. This could be a ground-and-pound type of game, defensive. No, it's not the most flashy, but if we win the game, I don't care how flashy it is. We're going to hand this off to Sims, and he's able to get the 1st down there. I was worried that we were going to get tackled because that defensive lineman broke off immediately as I started to get close. Luckily, we were able to squeeze through. 1st and 10, cut it back inside. Landon Sims with the change direction. That's what I'm talking. That's a huge run from Landon. Huge run. Huge run. Senecal's running underneath. It's probably my go-to. Although there's a lot of guys right there. Senecal drops that. It's probably for the best. I don't even know if he would have gained a yard on that. It's probably for the best he drops it. Because then we can reset, get a different play. And I don't know how I feel about Alonzo. I'm still not sold on him 100%, but I am sold on Matthias Felix as he takes that to the house. That's just a simple route that really doesn't go for any yards, or at least not meant to go for any yards. But when you have an athlete like that, with 96 speed, he can turn up the field and he's gone. So I have a feeling that Matthias Felix is going to make Alonzo Barnett or whoever is back there throwing him the football make them look a lot better than they actually are. That's a huge scoring drive. We absolutely needed that because now we go up 7-0 on the Cardinals. Or I don't think there's an S. I think it's just a Cardinal. And we need to continue to stop the run but now they're down. They haven't been down so far. So will they change their game plan now that they're down by 7? Probably not because it's only 7. And they do continue to run it. I mean, when it's this effective, why go away from it? I mean, that's, 11, 12 yards right there? Why go away from that? So I would expect them to continue to run the football and probably continue to run it with success. Although this is going to be a pass. It's a quick throw just out of the reach of the linebacker. That actually might have been Evan Johnson. I don't know. Whoever it was just out of his reach. I do like that Evan Johnson being the sub linebacker, gets to roam a little bit because he's pretty athletic as he's a safety. So he's pretty athletic, pretty quick. He can stay with most of the tight ends, at least in theory he can. We'll see if that's actually what happens. 3rd and 2. Are they going to run it again? I'm going to line up for a blitz. We're going to dial up some pressure again because it could be a blitz, and it is, and Tate was right there, and we shut it down. We stuffed the run because he was going to have a ton of yards if Tate doesn't meet him in the middle there. And we forced the turnover, forced the punt. Really good showing from the boys. Austin will get the return, and Devon Austin will go down pretty quickly. Do we go back to the run? I think we go back to the run. The run has been working. We've able to chip away for a decent gain. We'll go back to it. Landon Sims. Decent blocks, and Landon Sims, he doesn't have the athleticism. If he had the speed, he's gone. But that's a huge run. Great blocks down the field, and Landon Sims is able to carry it for what? That had to have been like 30 yards or something, maybe 25? I don't know exactly, but that's a great run from Landon Sims. And I tried to do it again, but I got stuck on my guy. I made the change of direction decision a little bit too late. And now he's feeling the effects of the wear and tear. He's getting a little bit roughed up. Can I hit that? Maybe not. Oh, Matthias Felix able to hold on. That's a not great decision to throw there. Especially because it could have been very easily picked off. But luckily it's held on to and caught for a catch. And Landon Sims brought down immediately. Gain of 2. We'll go inside cross. I just need to go underneath for the most part, because I'm scared to let it fly with Barnett. He just doesn't have the talent, I don't think. Sims is able to hold on. That's 3rd and inches. Really? He didn't get the first down there? I feel like he got it, but they're not going to give it to me. I feel like that happens a lot in College Bowl 25. Oh, he's not going to get the first down there. I made that mistake. That's my bad. I missed that opportunity really badly. We got to go for this. I feel like we can't kick the field goal here. I know it's probably the smart idea to kick the field goal, but we got to go for this. Felix is open. Oh, he's not open anymore. He holds on for the catch, and he got the first down. Matthias Felix is a god. Build him the statue right now. Oh, my. What? Matthias Felix just got the first down. He just did an aggressive catch, which never works in this game. And he was able to stay on his feet and turn around and get the first down. Oh, my God, Matthias Felix. I love you so much. Just wait till we get the other dude on campus. Oh, God. I love it so much. And Barfield has the speed to get around the corner. And Cam Barfield, talk about people I love. Cam Barfield with a touchdown. Oh, it's his team next year. He's going to be a senior. So it's his team next year. Landon Sims will graduate. And he's going to be the starting running back. God, I love him. He's just so fast. Well, he's not like amazingly fast, but it feels a lot faster when you go from Landon Sims to him, because Sims is quite slow. But that's a huge 14-0 lead here. And you know what? At this point, I might turn on the chew clock. We might be getting chew clock territory here, especially if we don't let them score. We might be getting into chew clock territory. Just chip away at the game and get out of here. I'll take a 14-0 win. I will certainly take that. They're going to pass because now they're down by 2 touchdowns instead of just 1. Even though the run game has been, for the most part, working for them. And only pass that this dude has missed is that almost interception on the first drive. This will be the final play before the 2-minute warning. It's going to be a holding call, actually, so it won't be the final play. Holding call on one of the offensive linemen. I'm assuming one of the guards. Could be the center. It is the center, okay. Hudson Mesa is called for the holding. We will obviously accept it. They'll get pushed back 2nd down and 10. Get there, Smith. Get there. Oh, Evan Johnson. Great play, and that is the 2-minute warning now. Evan Johnson staying with the tight end or whoever that was. Forces the incomplete pass. 3rd and 10. Do they run it? They certainly will, and they've got the edge, and he's got the broken tackle. God, I hate broken tackles, man. I just needed one arm tackle or just one wrap-up, and we get him shut down, but he can't do it. Can't deliver on it. It's a first down. That's such a mistake, man. Such a missed opportunity. Oh, that's just bounced off the helmet. I don't think he was ready for that catch. He was not ready for the quarterback to throw him the football there. We get a break. It's 2nd and 10. Minute 50 to go. We get the ball to start the second half, so that's useful. I was going to say, how did he catch that? But it's incomplete. Tate had a hand in knocking that down. 3rd down and 10. We cannot let them convert another 3rd down and 10. It's going to be really bad for our morale. Please get there. Please get there. Please get there. Somebody. He just throws it away. I'll take that. That's easy dubs. Easy. And they'll punt the ball away with 1:42 to go. I'm not going to turn on shoot clock now because obviously I want to try to score one more time. Or at least get in a field goal range. So they will punt it away, and that's a pretty good punt. To the 18-yard line, better than what I did. Okay, so they want me to pass it. Understandable. I just want to find the right play. Maybe switch it to this side and do flood. Ashlock is pressed, but he doesn't have the greatest speed, although Ashlock was our deep threat last season. I got to get that ball away. Don't intercept it, please. He intercepted pick 6. Oh! I got the pressure, and I panicked, and I just pressed a button. I got the pressure. I had to throw it. Nobody was open. I panicked, and I just pressed R1. At the time, he looked open. I mean, that's for some reason that's open. Nobody's open here. Look at the black jerseys. There's nobody open at the time I'm throwing this. So I just hoped and prayed that Barfield was going to catch this, and it's an easy pick. Oh, man, we were doing so good. We were playing clean football, and then they just brought pressure through the middle. I don't even know if it was actual pressure, if they just got through so quickly because we didn't block. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards because this game doesn't know how to code in offensive lineman blocking, so I'm guessing that's the problem. But still, it was pressure, regardless of if they actually sent it or not. Well, that changes the way that I'm thinking about this final drive now. Okay. We were playing such a clean game, too. Barnett really wasn't making any mistakes. Seneca with a nice catch there. We'll move it up the field slightly. I might just go right back to Seneca, although I don't really like that Perry's running that route. I might just change it to a straight-up go route. And he doesn't win because he never does. And I got hit. I had a couple options there. Stanford feels like they're dialing up a lot of pressure to not allow me to score this touchdown at the end of the half here. Just go underneath. The tight end's open. He gets the first down. Just take it. Just take the easy opportunity. Take the easy throw when it's available to you. And now Perry's pressed, and so is Ashlock. And you know what? I'm going to challenge those safeties. We're going to see what they do. The one safety bites in, and that allows for Ashlock to win. Thank God that safety bit. Woo! That makes me feel a little bit better. We do one half of the double dip. That makes me feel a little bit better. I really, really am glad that the free safety dipped down and bit down on whatever the inside middle of the field route was. Because then Ashlock wins immediately off press, and he's got nobody to challenge him. And he's just fast enough. He really isn't that fast, but he's just fast. Oh, my God. No, don't let this happen. Don't let this happen. I hate that. Then, oh, my God. Just nothing good can go my way, can it? Now they're in almost field goal range immediately with 39 seconds, 3 timeouts. That is not what I was looking for. Smith goes down, interception. Oh, Tate, you got to pick that off, not deflect it. Come on, big dog. I know you're only a sophomore. You haven't played. This is the first time you're actually getting some play time. You got to pick that off, man. You can't just knock that down, especially in this situation. You got to. Jones is stuck. Did you see that? Hold on. We got to go to instant replay here. I can't pause it. There we go. Did you see Tariq Jones here? I'm trying to user him, as you can see by my thing underneath him. I'm trying to user him. He's just stuck. What's happened? And then he does get free eventually, but it's too late for that. I don't know what's happening here. I'm going to play it in real time. Like, I'm trying to move him. I'm trying to pull the analog stick over to rush the quarterback, but he's just stuck doing something. I don't know what happened. He got glitched or something. I have no idea. Never seen that before. I've seen a lot of glitches in this game, or in football games in general. Never seen that one before. And we held them to just outside of field goal range, so they'll punt the ball back instead of kicking the field goal. Maybe they would have kicked it if it wasn't in the rain. Who knows? Maybe they still would have punted it. I don't know. AI logic's not great. But that's a huge decision to punt. And I am tempted just to run the ball and get to the half. Oh, that's wide open. I kind of thought that it wasn't wide open because I saw the ref there and thought that there was a body. But it ended up being the ref. So I was like, oh, that's actually wide open. Do we try to push the ball down the field? I mean, we got Felix running a go in the middle. There's nobody that can keep up with him unless those safeties went crazy for him. understandably so. 10 seconds, 2 timeouts. Can we get into field goal range? I don't even know if we should get into field goal range because the wind and the rain. Our kicker's not that great. We might just try to heave it. Perry, can you get that? Oh, deflection, 4 seconds left. It might just be smart to run it. Oh, but they're pressing again. You can't do this to me. But Felix isn't the one getting pressed, unfortunately, or at least not in a decent enough route. I'm going to give Ashlock a chance. The ball's a little bit underthrown. It's caught by Ashlock. He stayed on his feet, but he got brought down immediately. Oh, the ball was a little bit underthrown and needed to be better. I don't know if I needed to put more air on it or something. Oh. It's still 21-7, and we get the ball at the second half. Ashlock's done a good job. He's got the touchdown. He's got 139 yards. We need to hold on. We need to keep playing like this. We will start the second half with the football, and they are instant pressing. Probably not the smartest idea, considering they've gotten torched a couple of times. And you know what? The chew clock is going on. I know that Landon Sims has got a high risk of injury with the wear and tear, but I mean, he's probably our best running back. It's got to be a good throw. It's not the greatest throw, but it is a catch. Ashlock with the catch. Ooh, Ashlock's running a kind of a sexy route here. If he gets open, he did. Oh my God, Ashlock is nowhere near 10 yards separation. That they had no safety help over the top. That's an Ashlock touchdown. This is gonna be a big game for Ashlock. He's gonna have like 200 yards. I mean, they pressed and then had no safety help to cover. And Alonzo Barnett is looking like an all-world quarterback because Stanford's defense is not playing very well. At least in the secondary, they're not. And we're making Ashlock look like a Heisman candidate. Maybe not a Heisman candidate, but looking like a great wide receiver. Maybe a Biletnikoff winner. Bring him down. Good job. 28-yard line. It's 28-7. We complete the double dip, so we score at the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half. So the double dip is dip. But now we got to play good on defense. If we play good on defense, we win this game. It's that simple, although I can't tackle. Nope, I can't tackle. That's a touchdown. It's a one-play touchdown for the running back. I hate everything about everything. I want to stab myself with a chopstick. No tackling whatsoever. I was a part of that because I tried to go for the hit stick and just kind of completely whiffed because I went for the hit stick, so I missed. I should have just went for a straight-up tackle or maybe a cut stick or something like that. It's unfortunate. Stupid tree. All right, so an instant response from Stanford. One-play touchdown on the run. Not ideal. That just makes me want to, oh my God, Austin, get by one guy. You just don't have the speed. Cam Barfield wouldn't have got brought down. All right, let's just get out of here. Oh, they're pressing again. You can't press me again, please. Please don't press me again. They're doing it. But I didn't win. Oh, that's a really bad throw. Wow, they actually played that pretty well. You know what? I'll give them credit on that one. They learned from their mistakes. They pressed still, but the safeties didn't go away like they have been. Hurdling, Landon Sims. Breaking tackles, Landon Sims, first down. Huge run from Landon Sims. I say that a lot, but he's got a severe risk of injury now. We might have to sub in and now Barfield is in. I was going to say, might have to sub in Barfield. And Barfield will get some great blocks. He'll get to around the corner for the 12-yard line. We're not really chewing the clock that I'd like, but we're moving the football at least. I guess if we just keep on scoring, then we can't lose. We'll always be ahead, so I guess chewing the clock doesn't necessarily matter. He's got platinum shifty. That's awesome. I don't know what that does, but having a platinum ability is always nice. 3rd and 3 from the 5. Do we try to throw it? They want us to. I like the mesh. It gets everybody confused. You run people in the middle of the field across the face of the defense. And you throw it quickly, and it's going to be caught. Ashlock catches it, gets the first down most importantly. I really thought he was going to drop that. And now Barfield will go in for the score because that left side of the line is wide open. But, of course, he won't get it. How do you not get that? He's wide. There's no way they would have had the run defense to stop that. That's kind of crazy they were able to. But this time they won't be able to. Barfield easily in, untouched. We take our 3-touchdown lead back. Finally. And 35-14 with a minute or with a quarter to go is a really, really good spot to be in. Now, obviously, we can't allow the running back to have another one-play touchdown. That's kind of out of the question at this point. But if our defense can play somewhat to what they were playing in the first half, I feel pretty comfortable. Under center's the quarterback. They're going to fake the handoff, play action. They're going to go down the field, interception. No, it's not interception. It's caught. Why did my corner not actually make a play on the ball? I jumped. He just jumped behind him. I was trying to move him in front of the guy. Whatever. It's a wasted interception opportunity. I tried to get him in position. He just didn't go. Tariq Jones in there, blow it up. No, it's not a run. It's a deep ball. Elijah Palmer. Okay, he deflected it away. That's an easy interception that he just didn't get. I almost got mossed, actually. That would have been embarrassing if we got mossed there. Oregon, the number 1 team in the country, barely sneaks by Oregon State. I saw it was like 19-14 or something like that. Number 1 team in the country might not be as fully unstoppable as maybe people thought at the beginning of the season. If they're only sneaking by Oregon State. Although maybe Oregon State's better than we gave them credit for. I don't think they were ranked in that game. Oh, it's wide open. What a wheel route from the running back out of the backfield. That's crazy. Nobody was even near him for 10 yards. Okay. Stanford's really annoying me. No, they're not. They're not the annoying ones. It's the defense. My defense is annoying, but that's Elijah Palmer. Interception. That's got to be the ball game. There's no way Stanford can get this ball back. Elijah Palmer comes with a big interception. He had a chance earlier on the one-on-one. Didn't get it. Knocked it away. But comes up big with that one. And now we have to take all this time off. I mean, that's just the way that it is. There's no way we can let Stanford get another possession here. Even though that it's still 35-14, I don't want them to have any faith. I don't want to give them any hope. But a 3rd and 5 is a tough situation to be in. Can we get this first down on a run? Maybe with Barfield's speed we can. And great blocks, of course we can. Good job from Cam Barfield. That takes us down under 4 minutes. Barfield will get another handoff. And we'll get another great amount of blocks. And Barfield changed direction. Maybe that's what the Platinum Shifty's for. Because he was like a joystick out there. They're pressing again. Ashlock's already had a good day. And that safety didn't bite. So no use audibling. But Barfield, talk about having a good day. Barfield's doing really, really well. He hates Mondays. This run should take us to the 2-minute warning. And we got Tylen Hines out there, the 3rd-string running back who we stopped from transferring. He was able to come back. He gets a handoff but doesn't get anything. And we go to the 2-minute warning. Okay. 2 minutes left to go in this game. We're up 35-14. There's not really a way that we can lose, but there always is a way you can lose. Especially when the company name on the video game is EA Sports. There's always a way you can lose. But with 1:25 to go, I feel pretty good, especially because we're getting really good blocks down the stretch here. Offensive line's stepping up huge, and we are just eating this clock right now. Barnett has not thrown a pass this entire drive. We get Hines back in there. He's going to get the first down, and that could be the game. Or maybe we'll have to run one more play. One more play. Okay. We'll hand it off to Barnett or Barfield one more time. He will take it and get down, and that'll be the ball game, and we will win 35-14 over Stanford at home. It's a big win. I know they're undefeated, or they're winless with an 0-1 record, but it's still a brand name school, Power 4 school. That's a big win. It builds the confidence back up. Alonzo Barnett had a huge day. Maybe the numbers were slightly inflated because he just threw it a couple times to Ashlock, who had 223 yards and 2 touchdowns. So maybe Barnett's numbers are slightly inflated a little bit. But still, a great day. And we won the game, which is all that matters. And maybe that, hopefully, not maybe, hopefully, that earns some commitments. Because we had some guys, as we were scrolling down there before we jumped into the game, we did have some guys that were like really on the brink of committing. So I'm hoping we can get some of those hours back. We do have a bye week after this game. So we can do some big-time recruiting there. We get some nice XP, almost level 15 now. But this is going to be a big simulation. Do we get any commitments? Please. There were some guys that were so close. Give me some of those hours back. I mean, we're first on everybody's board except for Coxie, but nobody commits. Ugh, come on, guys. Why are you waiting so long? Ashlock gets Player of the Week in the MAC, or in the Mountain West, not the MAC, the Mountain West. We got recruiting to take care of. We got 40 hours, probably because of visit. We can't schedule Falk for a visit just yet. Some of these guys just need to commit. Everett Chestnut, we need to get him on a visit. So we're going to use these 40 hours and put it on Utah State because we need to get him in as soon as possible. He just doesn't like anything that we have. I'm going to get him on Coach Prestige because at least that's a B-. So he should commit after the visit. He should commit. We're looking good on everybody. I mean, we're in the lead for a lot of these guys, but I wish these guys would just commit already. Like, some of these guys, man, just commit. Like, Bullet, I mean, just commit already. Chestnut, commit. Ibrahim, commit. I mean, we don't have a lot of hours to work with here. Luckily, we're really the only guys going after some of these players. All right, we used up our 40 hours on the bye week, so we will go to week number 5, which is against Temple, I'm pretty sure, on the road. And no commitments still. Chestnut's number 1, Cooper Vaughn, and Salisi Dukes. All number 1 on their boards, and we moved up to B+ championship contender. We're in the top 30. I'll take that. Top 30 is not bad. And Temple is 0-3. We should have no trouble with them, in theory. All right, we got to put some of these 40 hours on some people here. We could probably schedule some visit. Oh, we're going to lose out on Deontay Bethel. App State is going crazy. Is that App State? It might be App State. I don't know who that is, actually. I think it's App State. Ibrahim we're looking good on. I mean, we got to get these guys in on visits, I think. Especially Stephen Abbott. We need to get him on a visit. We're going to bring him in on week 11 against Wyoming. He doesn't like anything that we have. He likes championship contender and coach prestige. I'm going to give him championship contender. And that's our 40 hours. Oh, man. We really need to get these guys in. I mean, Van Dyke just needs to commit. He's so close. That's 65 hours we could be using on some other people. Same thing with Falk. He just needs to commit. Chestnut we're in a big battle with. Okay, so that's all of our commitment, or all of our hours for week number 5. We got a game against Temple. In theory, it is a win. Will it be on the field? I have absolutely no idea. I guess we'll find out. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. I have actually never played at this stadium before, at Temple Stadium. I don't think I've even ever played Temple before, so this is a new experience for me. I didn't play Stanford before that game, and now I have never played Temple, so I'm glad we're getting some new blood on the schedule. And I had never played Arizona, I don't think, before that first game of the season. So here we go, game 2 of our doubleheader today in today's episode. We are on the road facing a hostile environment, but we did go on the road early in the season and beat Arizona, who was a top-ranked team. They were, well, not top-ranked, but they were top 25. So we have that experience. That's a nice little notch in the old bench post. If you put notches in bench posts, I don't know. Underneath, that's Ashlock coming off a really good day, 223 yards and 2 touchdowns. Last time we saw him before the bye week, so maybe he can capture that again. That'd be amazing. Although I don't think the Temple safeties are going to give up as much as the Stanford safeties did. But they might be a little bit more diligent in the run game. We might not be able to get as much running as we did. We might have to use Matthias Felix's speed a little bit more, although they are doubling him up. My God, that was a lot of pressure on him, and Ashlock's going to be the guy for me, I think. He's just the guy that's always open. It's kind of like Steve McBride at the beginning of the season, although Steve McBride at the end of the season kind of got lost in the shuffle, but at the beginning of the season, he was my main guy because he was just so good. And that might be Ashlock this season, unless we go to Felix. And another... Landon Sims, man, you run like 2 plays and now you're already wear and tear like crazy. Barfield has the speed to get up, and Ethan Spence is injured, one of our offensive linemen. That's not good, because now we have to go to a backup offensive lineman for a 3rd down and 1 situation close to the red zone. I think this is like to be called the green zone. Actually, what a spin move from Cam Barfield to get around the tackle. I don't think I've ever seen it. I didn't even do anything. I was just running the ball straight. I didn't press the spin button. I didn't do anything there. And Barfield just did that on his own. And he gave us a huge run. I thought he was going to take it to the house. We'll give it to Barfield again. Let him finish the drive. It's his drive, man. And he gets the touchdown, and we take an early lead. And Ethan Spence, the center, is injured with a pectoral sprain. That is not good. We lose our starting center in the first drive. Ooh, that's brutal. Okay. 8 plays, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Take the lead over Temple. Losing your starting center is not good at any time, especially not the first drive of the game. But we'll see how we react to it. Barfield's going down, misses the tackle, but we get him slowed down enough. Okay, and we get to see the Temple offense for the first time today. If our defense plays like they did against Stanford, we shouldn't have much trouble with Temple. And I'm only saying that because they're 0-3. Although if we struggle to stop the run, I'm going to be annoyed. They will hand off first play. I missed the tackle. That's not Jalen Smith's fault. That's my fault. But we do stop it for no gain, so that's good. But I should have stopped it for a loss with Jalen Smith. Are they going to be a run-heavy team too? Like Stanford was? No, they're going to pass on the second play. Oh, intercepted. It is intercepted. Manuma. He stepped out of bounds. No, Peter. Oh, Peter Manuma. Good pick, though. I was trying to turn into him to make it a user pick, but it didn't turn me into the right guy. But that's still a huge pick from the senior from Hawaii, Peter Manuma. Big, big play. He had a good season last year, and I'm glad he came back for his senior season. And Cam Barfield, this might be Cam Barfield's show today. We might have to just make him the starter over Landon Sims. Not only because of Sims' wear and tear issues, but just because Cam Barfield is so much more athletic than Sims is. Even though he gets shut down immediately there. This could be a chance to switch it up and go for a pass. This could be a Senecal pass, and I think it might be. Senecal, I hate that they're wearing red uniforms in the end zone because they're kind of blending in, and I don't like that. 3rd and goal. Barfield's in again. They sent a guy in to cover that gap, which is kind of annoying. But Barfield should be able to squeeze himself in there, and it's number 2 for Cam Barfield. And just like that, we take a 2-touchdown lead early in this game against Temple. And maybe we're showing that we are a level above Temple, which is not too shocking if you've seen some of the games we've had so far in both seasons. I'd love another interception from our defense. It's always a risk when you throw to the flat. That's why I try to not do it as much as I maybe want to, because corners like to make easy interceptions on. That's one of the easiest plays to intercept in these EA Sports video games, both Madden and college football, is throws to the flat. One of the easiest picks you can ever have. Whether it's you throwing it or the CPU throwing it. Luckily, I see Deion back there. He just made the tackle. So Deion Washington had that bruised sternum, which we all know is code for concussion. He had that, and he was out for that entire game against Stanford. So, good tackle. I kind of missed the tackle. He just fell into it. Works for me. But Deion is back for this game. That's nice. He also had the bye week, too, to get healthy. So, that actually came at a good time. But we forced the punt. Temple will send it back to us, and I might have to fair catch this. I probably should have. I got maybe a yard after. Okay. Barfield's still in the game. Can we continue to dominate on the ground? Because Alonzo Barnett, we haven't asked him to do really anything today. And you know what? That might be for the best. If Cam Barfield's going to run for 10 yards a carry, then we don't have to worry about Alonzo Barnett at all, except when they get crazy like this and they have a single high safety like that. This is dangerous for Temple. But it's not going to be working out. Yep, I completely took a nasty sack there. Stupid. I wanted to throw immediately to triangle, which I think was Ashlock. Or no, it wasn't Ashlock. I think it was Senecal. And it didn't get open. And I'm going to take another sack. Wow. What am I doing? Back to back? That's brutal. You can't take back-to-back sacks, especially that distance. I certainly can't take 3 straight. And I just, whatever. I mean, that was a really ugly drive. It started promising. Barfield was looking good. Maybe I should have just stuck to it. It's okay. The defense is playing really well. I believe in the defense. Although I don't like to shade the shadows on the field. I don't like that at all. I'm probably going to get confused at where the ball is actually at some point. 2nd and 9 after a 1-yard run from Temple. Are they going to let this quarterback show me what he has, or are they just going to keep it conservative? They're going to play action. He's going to go to the flat. Nobody's with him. Manuma will make the tackle, but it's a first down. That was a good play. Nobody was really even tracking the running back there. Washington, please get onside. Thank you. There's the snap. It's a run. He breaks the initial tackle. That's a big hit. I was really hoping for a loss on the play, but it's okay. I think I'm going to use Tariq Jones here. Maybe get some pressure off the left side. Or not. They're going to hand it off. It's going to be shut down. Elijah Palmer was initially in there. Okay. The big dog, Elijah. 3rd and 5. There's got to be a pass. It's got to be. And it will be. And he will throw it out of bounds. Okay. He choked. I'll take that. Works for me. They punt the ball back, and my mistakes on that previous drive don't come back to haunt me. At least not on that immediate drive. That's going to be a really good punt, though. Oof. At the 8, that's a huge punt. That's a really good punt from that dude. I don't know who he is, but he had a really good punt right there. And my money route just... They took away everything. They literally took away every route that I had there. Was that not open? That looked so open to me. But that is a classic Madden interception or college football. Actually, you know what? I should say EA interception. I mean, look at this. A little curl route. That's a classic interception. He baited me the entire way. This is so open. And yet when I throw it, yeah, I threw it a little bit late because I was initially looking at Ashlock, but that was double covered. Maybe you could say that this is open with Felix. It probably is, but I didn't see that. So I chose to throw it there, and I just gave Temple 7 points, basically. Oh, man, do I hate myself sometimes. And, of course, the initial tackle is broken because we can never wrap up anybody on the first try. That's just not something that we know how to do, apparently. And none of my teams ever know how to do that, whether it's Madden or college football. Dial up a blitz. Interception. It is. It's Ross, and that's got to be a pick 6. The quarterback is not going to catch him. That is a 100-yard pick 6 if he gets away from that guy. That's unbelievable. He caught me there. Oh, Ross, you got to have more speed than that. You're a corner. How do you not have enough speed to get away? Come on, big dog. Okay, we got to ride this one out so Felix can get open. He turns up the field, and Matthias Felix takes it to the 9, end of the first quarter. He's getting a little chippy with the Temple safety or corner, whoever it is, the Temple DB. It was a good drive, all things considered, even though I did throw the most frustrating, annoying pick. It's okay, it didn't come of anything because they threw a pick right back to us. And if we can just get Cam Barfield to dominate, we can win this game pretty easily. It's pretty simple. We're going to hand it off, and it's Landon Sims actually in the game. But he'll be out pretty soon with the wear and tear, so don't worry. Although Landon takes it forward to the 9, or to the 4, excuse me. Call a stick play and then audible to a run. You should be able to hear it. Snap it, hand it off to Sims, and Sims running behind his offensive lineman, push forward to the 1, but he doesn't get in. And he's going to get one more shot at it. I think what I do is I take it and then cut it back in behind the center. I think that's the goal, although it will open up either way. Either way would have worked. But it's another touchdown. That's 3 touchdowns by the running backs. 2 by Barfield, 1 by Sims. And we have a 21-0 lead in the first half against Temple on the road. Now, Temple on the road's not anything too crazy. I mean, they're winless on the season so far. And to be fair, both of our games so far, the teams that we've played, have not had a win. We played Stanford, who were 0-1, and now Temple's 0-3. So maybe our schedule's a little bit of a cupcake. I don't know. You be the judge. I'm not the judge. I didn't make the schedule. I don't think I even changed the game. I think except for I did add Sam Houston. I think that's the only game I changed. Oh, it's an easy... What? Okay, we stopped it for 2 yards, for a loss of 2. But how did I completely miss that? I literally hit him. I don't understand how I missed it. That happens to me all the time. I hate that. 2nd and 12. They changed the entire play. And then they do play action, but it's going to get brought down. Tariq Jones is right there. Didn't get fooled. It's a sack on the quarterback. It might even be half a sack each. I'm not sure. They might give Tariq Jones full credit because he got there first. I don't know. But it's 3rd and 22. 3rd and a mile for Temple. And it's going to be knocked away. What is Tate's problem with intercepting passes? He just wants to deflect them. Pick it off, big dog. Put 2 hands up instead of 1. You'll get a lot more credit. He could have like 2 or 3 interceptions now. All right, I think it's time that we turn the chew clock on and we just hammer out a win. I know it's only 2nd quarter, but we just hammer out a win. We get out of here and we get ready for, I think, another bye week? No, I think we play Utah State and then another bye week. I'm pretty sure is how it works. But Utah State's going to be a big week because we got some visits coming in. Oh, that's a huge truck stick by Landon Sims there. This could be a good run. Maybe it won't be. Oh, it will be a good run. It almost ended up not being a good run, but Landon Sims able to score a nice little first down there. And we'll keep it going, keep chipping away at the 2nd quarter clock. Sims again, nice carry, about 6 yards, maybe 7 yards. Really good carry there. And Felix is running the slot fade. The slot fade at the beginning of the cycle was the most OP play in all of College Football 25, and it would have been a touchdown, but I didn't put enough air underneath it. That was not the slot fade's fault. It was going to work. But I was user error on that one. I didn't put enough air underneath that ball for it to get over the head. Oh, my God. Landon Sims, what did you just ran over that man's entire life. Oh, we gotta go to the replay. Film study. Landon Sims just ended a man's career in broad daylight. Oh my God. That might be the most vicious truck stick I've seen in College Football 25. I mean, are you kidding me, Landon Sims? I mean, look at the guy's face. He's completely taken. He's on a different planet right now. That dude is on Mars. He doesn't know where he's at. He's been eviscerated from this earth. That is the most disgusting truck stick I've ever seen in my life. That's totally the thumbnail. I mean, look at this. I'm going to play it in real time. You're going to see from this angle. Oh my God. Landon Sims just committed murder on TV in broad daylight in front of 20,000 people, how many people here, 10,000 people. You got to be kidding me. This is a disgusting hit stick or truck stick. Okay, Lan, I didn't know you had it like that. I knew you had a little bit of pop to you, but I didn't think you had it like that. That's crazy. And we go up 28-0 on Temple. This is exactly how I wanted this episode to go. It's going perfectly. We're not really making too many mistakes. I did throw the pick, but it ended up not coming back to bite me because they didn't score. And we are doing exactly what I wanted on offense, which is control the ball, not make any mistakes other than the pick, and score touchdowns. And defense is doing a good job. They're not allowing big plays. The running game is not really working for Temple, except for on this play because I just mentioned, so of course it's going to work. That's how it always happens. But we will get to the 2-minute warning, and we will not have to worry about this Temple team, really. It should be a fairly straightforward game from here on out. They're going to go deep. It's going to be picked off. It's Ross again. His 2nd pick of the day. He just snatched that one out of the air. He didn't really have any reason to pick that off other than he just said, that's mine. I'm snatching. And he got it. Big pick. I'm going to step up, and I'm actually going to scramble with Barnett. It's open. Why not take it? I thought about throwing it, but I mean, why throw it and risk interception? And we're going to actually run a little halfback slip screen here. Slip. Although it's Sims that's running and not Barfield. I wish that Barfield was running. But Sims has done a decent job with the screens. If he actually gets out and doesn't get stuck. I hate screens, man. Screens don't work. They work 50-50, which is not what should happen. And it's not because the defense snuffed it out. It's because the game sucks. Or at least the mechanic sucks for screens. The game doesn't necessarily suck. Last time I called this, Felix did not get open as much as I wanted him to. And it looks like he won't get open again. And we will punt it away. I did not take any time off that clock. Ooh, I was hoping he'd hit me there, actually. Oh, we're going to snuff this out. Oh, easy at the 4. Let's go. Is that Evan Johnson back there? It might have been. At the 4-yard line, you know what we got to do. We got to dial up the pressure, baby. Get the safety. Ooh, we're at the 1. Johnson made the play. And that is a timeout called by Temple. 28-0, late first half. There's barely anybody in the top half of this stadium. We're going to dial up a blitz again. Why not? Either Tate or Johnson's going to get to the backfield and get a safety here. It's got to happen. Blow it up. Blow it up. Blow it up. He's in the backfield. How does he not get called a safety there? We tackled him in the end zone. Whatever. It's 3rd down. One more chance at a safety. Just blow it up. Somebody blow it up. All right, not a safety, but it is 4th and 7. They'll punt the ball back to us. I'm going to call a timeout here so we can try to score again. Probably not the smartest thing to do. Just let the clock run, but might as well try to pad stats. They'll punt it away. Austin's back to return. I probably should put Felix on this, but Austin's pretty fast too. Nothing crazy, but decently fast. We're on a smash play because this allows for Felix to get open, possibly. I'm going to trust him. Ah, it's a bad throw. I got hit. I might have been open if I didn't get hit. It's hard to say, but it had a good shot. Middle of the field. That's wide open. Big time tight end. Tried to run him over. Didn't really work. 18 seconds. I don't think I got fully out of bounds there, so the clock should start going. And it really went down. That's okay. Let's snap it quickly. Final play of the quarter, or of the half, I should say. Felix, end zone. Matthias, out of bounds. And that is the half. Halftime is upon us. Okay. 20-0's not bad. I'm totally cool with that. 20-0's too good. We've been doing really good. Landon Sims had a huge hit stick or truck stick that took a DB's life, and we've dominated this entire game on both sides of the football, so you can't ask for much more than that, can you? Absolutely massive. We start the second half 28-0 over Temple on the road. We're sitting pretty good, and it looks like they might be starting to get the run game going, which is kind of weird because they're down 28-0. Although the run game has been somewhat successful for them. I mean, they've gotten 2 pretty decent runs. And they'll go to it again. And they'll get another decent run, 10 yards, basically. It seems like Josh Forbes might be a killer. I don't know. He's no Landon Sims, but he might be pretty decent. Another handoff to Forbes. He'll get another really good gain. Okay, I mean, even though they're down 28-0 and they can't really afford to waste time if they want to get back and win this game, I mean, the runs are getting them decent yardage. So why go away from it? I mean, it's really conflicting thoughts. Like, why would you go away from the run if it's working? But then again, you're down 20-0 in the second half. You got to throw the football, or at least in theory, you got to throw the football to pass or to push the ball down the field and get points quickly. But if it's working, why go away from it? And that could have been catastrophic. Think about that in real life. We need to go to the film study here. Think about this in real life. If these two players are on a collision course diving for this football, they just barely dodge each other. I think they dodge each other. Do they make contact with each other? Oh! Okay. So, Manuma, I think this Manuma, is that not? No, it's Sherles. I don't even know who that is, to be honest with you. He dives and actually makes contact with the wide receiver for Temple. His feet hit the Temple wide receiver's head. So just think about that in real life. Think about that kind of collision. That's kind of crazy. 3rd and 9. Get to the quarterback. It's wide open. Whoa. What? Oh, okay. Back-to-back film study sessions? This is crazy. So basically, I didn't know this is going to be wide open. So the initial corner that's covering, or at least in the start, he's supposed to be covering, but he just lets him walk right past him. Maybe that's not his play design. I don't know. Maybe he just went into business for himself. Who knows? But then Cheryl's, who we just learned his name, Sherrills, he goes to follow the complete opposite receiver. There's no reason he needs to go and cover this guy. This guy is 100% blanketed by number 27, which is Meyer. So he doesn't need help. He doesn't need to be doubled. What you need to be doing, Sherrills, is covering number 17, who is wide open. He realizes it about 10 yards too soon, or too late, because this is wide open. This is a guaranteed touchdown, but Brock, the quarterback, overthrows him. This is a high school throw. If you can't hit this throw, he is 15 yards of separation. How in the wide world of sports do you not hit this throw for a touchdown? You cannot overthrow. He overthrew him by 5 yards, it looks like. How do you overthrow a wide open receiver like that? That's embarrassing. I'd bench my quarterback if he did that. Absolutely. Forrest Brock, you've got a funny name. You would be sitting bench. You'd be eating some wood after a missed throw like that. That is a guaranteed touchdown, especially if you're down 28-0. That is a guaranteed walk-in touchdown by about 30 yards, probably, by the time he's in the end zone. I mean, that's crazy, the miss right there. It works out for me, but if I'm a Temple fan, I am eating a shoe because of that miss right there. And you know what? I think it's time we turn on that good old-fashioned shoe clock, our best friend. We turn that shoe clock on and we just grind. You know I love to grind, baby. I'm a grinder. And we are going to take this clock all the way down. If I do it correctly, which doesn't always happen, if I do it correctly, we can get out of here with really the fourth quarter being left. We can use all of the third quarter here. And if Sims ends another person's career like he did earlier in the game, that would be even more helpful. But he doesn't want to seem to do that. 3rd and 4, I'm going to have to go back to Ashlock here. At least that's the first option. He's not really open. Ashlock just out of reach. He never really got open. That was my only look. 4th and 4, you know, up 28-0 in the third quarter. I'm going to go for this. Because if I don't get it, it's whatever. And they just get the ball back. But if I do get it, we can take even more time off. So that's the real goal. And I don't think I have anybody open. I don't. Nothing was open. And it's a sack and a turnover on downs. And Temple will get another shot. Okay. Temple will get another shot to try to stave off the shutout. Oh, I was in the backfield immediately, but I was not in the right position. And this running back, Forbes, dude, he just is a stud, apparently. 17 carries, 95 yards. Why would they ever throw it with Brock if this Forbes dude's just going to keep tearing us apart? Because obviously Brock doesn't know how to throw a go route that's wide open. And that is a sack, eventually, and a fumble picked up by... I never know how to say his name. That's why I avoid saying it at all costs. I think it's Pafora? I apologize. I don't know how to say his name. I'm hoping that he graduates so I don't have to say it anymore. But that's a huge fumble recovery. And we get the ball right back. So we can just continue to pound it away. Eat the clock. And end this game in style. Get out of here with a 2-0 episode. That doesn't really happen much. We don't usually get 2-0 episodes in the Hawai'i Dynasty, do we? But this one could be, and we'd be going to 3-1 in the season. That's a really good start. It's a really, really good start. And Alonzo Barnett, I will be honest, we haven't asked him to do too much in today's episode. But what we've asked him to do, which is just kind of throw the ball sometimes, he's done a good job. He's done a good job. So, yes, we very severely limited him in what we've asked him to do. But he's done a decent job with what we've given him. 90%, I'd say. He's going to get a 90%, which is still a B. That's still passing. But he's not an A student just yet. Maybe down the line this season he gets to be an A student. Who knows? We'll find out as we play in theory, tougher competition in the conference, but we should be at the level right now in year number 2 where they've actually got Mike Alejado in the game now. I think they put the backups in. Sometimes they just auto-sub the backups in when you're in like a blowout situation, which we kind of are. Yeah, all the backups are in. Felix is the #1 receiver. But that's good because I'm just going to hand it off to Barfield anyway. Although it might not work. 3rd and 3, he's going to be able to... somehow he fought for a yard there. I don't really know how he got the yard in the first place. He was kind of shut down immediately. Mike Alejado. Maybe he'll get a chance to prove something to me. I don't know. Although I'm probably not going to give him the opportunity to. We're just going to keep handing it off to our running backs because it chews the clock and we get yards out of it. It's a win-win. It is a win-win. Oh, this is a touchdown. Easy. Look at the blocks. They were blocking into the end zone, baby. That's commitment. And Cam Barfield scores touchdown number 3. Cam Barfield is a stud. He might go down in Hawai'i Dynasty history as the most efficient running back in terms of scoring touchdowns in all of our history, because we've had what, a season and a half or a season in 3 games, and he's probably scored the most touchdowns out of everybody. And he's got another season after this because he's not going to the NFL, that's for sure. And I don't think he's in the chance of transferring, so he might lead the Dynasty in touchdowns. Oh, it's an interception. Oh, it's not an interception. It's a drop, but it's not an interception. I didn't read it until it was slightly too late. Slightly too late for the interception. That's okay, though. Still ends up being an incomplete pass, and maybe we can get a sack here. No, it's going to be a completed catch and brought down at the 36-yard line. 3rd and 7 for Temple. I wish we could play Temple every game. We'd be undefeated and going to the national title game. 3rd and 7. Quarterback fires, incomplete. Should have been intercepted, but remember we got backups out there. Dom Philbin could not bring that one down off his hands. He's got bricks for hands. It's okay. Because now, this should be the final drive. If we do things successfully, there's no way Temple should get this ball back. But the key word is successfully. We got to do it successfully. Ooh, Barfield, really good space there. Takes it. He's got 13 carries for 100 yards. He is having himself a good episode. He had a good episode, or a good game against Stanford, and now he's having a good game against Temple. Broken tackle there, bounces outside. Cam Barfield. What a stud. Absolute stud. Keep chipping away, chip. And now Talon Hines is in the game, the 3rd string back, who's a little bit speed, a little bit power. He's kind of a combination of Landon Sims and Barfield. He's not the fastest guy, but he's also not the strongest guy. He's kind of a mix of both. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And probably 2 more first downs, and we'll get the win here. Although it's 4th and 2, I guess I should have tried to get that first down there. And no timeouts called by Temple. Can we get this first down here? Throw it quickly, maybe? Dropped. Crowdis dropped it, and Temple gets it back. So that was what I was talking about, where we needed to be successful. We were not successful. We give the ball back to Temple. We really should have got that first down on 3rd down. But this will be nice to see some of our defensive linemen who are backups get some playtime. Maybe they can make an impact on me. That's how it worked with Tariq Jones. He wasn't a backup, but he got some nice garbage time plays last season, and he really impressed me. And Bailey's going to bring him down with a sack. He chased him down. Okay, Bailey. Jason Bailey, sophomore. I mean, he's going to have to play probably with Jalen Smith graduating this year. So Bailey's going to have to get some reps, and he's already getting pressure. He almost had another sack. He forces the throwaway. Okay, Bailey. We'll keep that in mind. You got a little bit of pressure going. Now it's against Temple. But still, pressure's pressure. Barfield brought down immediately. I should have just fair caught that. All right, now this should be the end of the game. It really should have. They shouldn't even have that drive, but this will be the end of the game. Even if they stop me all 3 times, I mean, there's no way the accelerate clock won't take it down all the way. I mean, look at that. It's already down to 40 seconds, so at least 1 more run, maybe 2. Barfield scrambles to the 31, and that should be the game. And it will be. Okay, so we win 35-0. We officially shut out a team, which is nice. I haven't done that probably ever in this Dynasty. But that's 2 games in a row now with big victories. That's how you bounce back after a very, very upsetting game against Sam Houston. We bounce back. We get 2 big wins. One at home against a name team, a brand name team. And then one on the road against not a great team, but still on the road. Hostile environment. That's to an extent. But a win is a win. You can only play the people showing the murder on replay. You can only play the teams on your schedule. But now we enter conference play. We've gotten done with the non-conference. We enter conference play. We've got a big one next week against Utah State because that is week 6, which I think has at least 2, maybe even more people ready for visits, which includes a top 5 quarterback prospect. So we need to get him impressed. Unless he commits right now, when I simulate here. That could be a possibility because I think he was pretty close. Commit now. Just get it out of the way. I'd love 65 hours back. But nobody commits. We lose out on Officer, which I only had on the board because of his name. We're almost to level 15. Nobody commits yet. Cam Barfield gets Player of the Week, as you would expect because he's a stud. But now we get to conference games. We get to conference games in week number 6. Cole Falk, we're losing out on. Okay, now teams are starting to get interested in him, so we need to get him in on a visit. So we're going to schedule him on week 11 against Wyoming, and we're going to send him on championship Coach Prestige. We're going to send him on Coach Prestige. So we'll get him on a visit. That should help us out. Bradbury's close. Chestnut's coming in too. Let's just go straight to the teams or the people that are coming in. So ready for a visit scheduled. Okay, so here we go. We've got a couple in week 11. Okay, so we only have 2. We have the 5-star quarterback, Leo Van Dyke, and we have the 3-star pass rusher, Everett Chestnut. So those 2 guys are coming in next episode. The other guys are week 11. Leo Van Dyke's a stud. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's got a lot of mentals. He's got some actual abilities. He's got 92 throw power, 89 speed. He's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's faster than Michael Otto. So... And he's got good accuracies, good enough accuracies. So I like Leo Van Dyke, and he's a 5-star. That would really help the program out. And then Stephen Abbott, who's also a quarterback prospect, has even more speed, and pretty much he's the same player. He's just not a 5-star. He just doesn't have the abilities and mentals that Leo Van Dyke does, but they're very similar players. But I like it. Week number 6 is going to be pretty important. We're going to need to, 1, win against Utah State, and then 2, impress our visits. So it's going to be a big episode, but this was a big episode, and we really, really did good. I'm very happy with how the team played. We won 2 big games, and we improved to 3-1. So I'm happy with the way the team is going, the direction we're going in. Let's see if we can keep it up in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed this one, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.